So guys, I posted a video just a few weeks ago about the Formula 4 spray wax. This is something that allows you to stop leaving water spots on the exterior, even in the sun when you're washing as a mobile detailer with hard water. And many of you guys asked, well, could a product like that be comparable to something like Meguiar's Express Spray Wax in terms of spraying it on the paint with hard water and causing the hard water to beat up, roll off the paint? And could I just use a product I already have, which is my spray wax from Meguiar's, to basically mimic this product? So let's go ahead and test it out and see if they're the same. Now, real fast, I want to refer back to the video that I made just a couple weeks ago reviewing directly the Formula 4 spray wax. I want you guys to see that as I spray it on the paint, I blast it off with my pressure washer. It causes the water, the hard water, to bead up and roll off the paint. I can even take my handheld blow dryer and blow those water beads off the paint. This car has no protection on it, has no ceramic coating on it. It's simply this product diluted about 20-to-1 being sprayed on top of that hard water. This is what many car wash, industrial grade car washes use when they're finishing the rinse. And then they of course blow the water off the car as you're coming out of that automatic car wash. So let's check it out and compare this side by side with Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. But before we do that, guys, on September 15th, I'm hosting a live free training for any detailer who wants to start their detailing business or grow their existing detailing business. We're gonna teach you the exact blueprint to scale to $5,000 a month using maintenance clients. That means we're gonna help you build a machine that brings customers to you, and we want you to be making at least 60 grand a year as a minimum that you can then build off of, but that is basically as low as it gets. If you're not making 60K a year in your detailing business yet, this is the place you need to be. And if you've been part-time without being able to go full-time, I promise you, you don't want to miss this. The link to register is in the YouTube description box below. It's been over a year and a half since I last did this, and it's completely free. Use your email to register below, and I'll see you guys inside. So because you guys have already seen the Formula 4 spray wax, I want to go ahead and jump right into the Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. I'm gonna run the same exact experiment I did in the other video, okay? I'm not gonna be washing the car. I don't need to wash the car to test these products. I'm gonna blast it with hard water on one side here. You guys can see I'm just gonna soak the vehicle. Then I'm gonna take my Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax and I'm just gonna spray it on top of all of that water and let it sit for just a second. Now in comparison, really quickly, when the Formula 4 spray wax sits on top of the water on the paint, before I even come in with a second rinse, you can already see it starting to beat up the water and cause it to roll off the paint. You really can't see that with this Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. As I come in for that second rinse, blasting off this Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax, you guys can see it's really not doing anything. And I think there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, the Meguiar's X-Wax has no solvents in it, cleaning ability in it. It's not dilutable, it's not water soluble, right? So this is truly a spray wax. It's a finisher. You can use it as a drying aid, but it doesn't actually cause the water to beat up. It doesn't address any of the dirt or the calcium content or minerals that actually are in the hard water that cause the water spots. So I just want you guys to continue taking a look at this. Really nothing is happening here except for me spraying a bunch of Synthetic Express Spray Wax on the paint and then spraying it off. It does not cause the water to beat up. It's really not that comparable. Now the area that I think the Meguiar's X-Wax is comparable here is the fact that it can be used as a drying aid, meaning I can spray it on top of a wet, clean car and get sort of a glossy finish afterwards that's gonna get some of that beating once I actually apply the Meguiar's X-Wax and buff it off. But in terms of it causing the water to beat up in the same way that the Formula 4 spray wax does, it really just doesn't do that. So let's go to the other side of the car and we just want to look at a direct comparison here on the same exact car. It's got a little bit of surface dirt on it, right? This is a very, very clean comparison because we're doing the same thing on each side. Blasting it with my pressure washer. I'm gonna start spraying that Formula 4 spray wax all over that particular side, even on top of, again, kind of at a surface level, dirty paint. And I want you guys to see, even before I start blasting it off, you can see that it's actually causing the water to start to bead up. So let's just take kind of a cinematic view here. As I start to blast off the Formula 4 spray wax on that other side, the beading is absolutely obvious. It's created this really hydrophobic layer on top of the paint, even the glass or even the black trim, where it's beading everywhere, right? It looks like the car is ceramic coated. So guys, as we continue to look at this, I got a ton of comments from the last video saying, is this comparable to any spray wax? Is it comparable to Technician's Choice, to Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax? Is it comparable to P&S Bead Maker? The simple answer is, it is comparable in the sense that I can spray any of these products on top of wet paint to then buff off or dry the paint and leave a protection or a glossy finish. It is not comparable in the sense that the Formula 4 spray wax will literally cause cause hard water to beat up and fall off the paint while I'm still washing or while I'm still rinsing. Doesn't matter what area of the car I'm using it on. Everything can be touched by this product. And again, it's part of why I love it so much, because if you're trying to avoid buying a DI tank, this is really going to allow you to do that. Even on white paint, where it's kind of hard to see gloss or it's hard to see beading, it becomes really obvious the nature of this product next to anything else like a spray wax. They are not comparable in the sense that we probably wish that they were. So guys, I just wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison of these two, because it is not obvious intellectually to think, well, yeah, they definitely won't do the same thing, because in a lot of ways they are very similar products, but again, in the ways that probably matter most to us as detailers in these particular situations, they are not very similar products. I'll hook up both in the YouTube description box below if you want to check out either one of those. And before you guys bounce off this video, again, make sure, if you want more than just which products to buy, side-by-side comparisons, what product is best or what product line is best, we are hosting a business training that's totally free to you, and it's going to be live on September 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. I do not do this often. It's been over a year and a half since I last did it. So if you want to get real in your detailing business and create thousands of dollars a month on autopilot, you literally cannot afford to miss it. And remember, the link to register for that is in the YouTube description box below. Simply click the link, put in your email, and you'll grab your spot before they fill up. As always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.